Food. We sit down to eat and the potato's a bit hot. So I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. There's my mum, she's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. He spits a potato all over his plate and he turns to us and he goes, "Watch out everybody, the potato's really hot." Fridge. Once I went to the fridge, saw our jug in there and I thought, what's in it? A syrup. What syrup? Smell it. Smells nice. Finger in, lick it. Tastes nice. Lift the jug and drink a bit. Oh, this is good. This is peach syrup, tinned peach syrup. What a drink. So I drank the lot. Not long after, a few days later, I went to the fridge, saw our jug in there. What's in it? A syrup. What syrup? Smell it. Oh yes, this is peach syrup again. Lift the jug and drink some more, and drink some more. Drink the lot. Not long after, a few days later, I went to the fridge, saw our jug in there. What's in it? A syrup. Yes, here we go again. Lift the jug and fill my mouth with that thick, sweet juice. This isn't peach, this is... My mouth is full of oil, thick cooking oil. I wonder who put that there. Box. I made a box with a lid and locks, big enough for me to sit in. I took the chance, climbed in and bolted the lid above me. I'd made the walls of my box so that they could move in towards me. The sides and the top could come closer and closer towards me simply by my turning a handle from the inside of my box. Now that I was inside with the lid shut, I turned the handle and the box closed on me. I could feel the bolts in the walls digging into my skin. I could feel my neck being squashed down. I felt like clothes in a suitcase, my arms binding my body up. I stopped still, feeling the feeling of it. Look what I've made for myself. Look what I'm doing. Look at the box. Though you won't see me, I'm on the inside, walnut in its shell. Presents. It was Christmas Eve. I knew Father Christmas was Mum and Dad. I knew he didn't come down the chimney and instead they came through the door. I knew it didn't all come out of a sack, but instead they left a heap of stuff at the end of the bed. I knew it. What I didn't know was what was going to be in the heap. But I went to sleep. So then I woke up. Nothing. So I went to sleep. So then I woke up. Nothing. Oh, was that piece of paper there before? Must have been. So I went to sleep. So then I woke up. Nothing. And it's morning. Has Father Christmas forgotten me? I mean, Mum and Dad, get up, feeling bad, feeling worse than bad, terrible, nearly crying. That piece of paper, what is it? It's a picture of a bike. And underneath it, it says, downstairs. So it's rush, rush downstairs, front room. And there it was, propped up against a chair in front of the telly, big and shining. The bike, of course. Ha! Father Christmas couldn't stuff a bike down the chimney, could he? My dad calls me. When I tell fibs, my dad calls me Louie Lou Liar. When I come in from playing with my clothes a bit mucked up, he calls me Dopey Dog Dirt. When we were in this cafe on holiday and I laughed and coughed orange juice all over the floor, my dad called me Gary Gobhound. When I watch telly all Saturday morning and I get a bit dozy, my dad calls me Wally Tellybrains. When my nose is a bit runny and I can't find my hanky, my dad calls me King of the Bogies. I call him Nag Bag. Far away. I want to tell you about a place I went, far, far away. I sat on the grass with someone there. I sat on the grass with someone who loved me. I've never seen her again. And I don't think I'll ever see that place I went, far, far away. Goldfish. On Monday, my dad woke me up. Wake up, he shouts, your goldfish is dead. I rushed over to the tank. It wasn't dead. It was just one of his tricks. On Tuesday, my dad woke me up. Wake up, he shouts, your goldfish is dead. I rushed over to the tank. It wasn't dead. It's just one of his tricks. On Wednesday, my dad woke me up. Look, wake up, he says dead quietly. Your goldfish is dead. Oh, no, it isn't, I said. Look, it is, he said. Oh, no, it isn't, I said. Look, it really is, he said. So I got up and there was my goldfish, stuck on its side on the top of the water, mouth open, eyes staring, tail stiff, dead in my tank. It wasn't one of his tricks. Harrybo. Once my friend Harrybo came to school crying. We said, what's the matter? What's the matter? And he said his granddad had died. So he didn't know what to say. Then I said, how did he die? And he said, he was standing on St Pancras station waiting for the train and he just fell over and died. And then he started crying again. He was a nice man, Harrybo's granddad. He had a shed with tins full of screws in it. Mind you, my gran was nice too. She gave me and my brother a red shoehorn each. Maybe Harrybo's granddad gave Harrybo a red shoehorn. Dave said, my hamster died as well. So everyone said, shh. And Dave said, I was only saying. And I said, my gran gave me a red shoehorn. Rog said, I got a pair of trainers for Christmas. And Harrybo said, you can get ones without laces. And we all said, yeah, no, that's right, Harrybo, you can. Any other day we'd have said, of course you can. We know that, you fool. But that day we said, yeah, that's right, Harrybo, yeah, no, you can, yeah. Horrible. I was starving. All I had for breakfast was 1 apple and 15 raisins. It was 12:30 and I had to get to Hemel Hempstead. So I bought a pizza and I ran and jumped on my train. As we pulled out of Euston Station, I began to eat. Trouble was, my pizza was in a paper bag. One sloppy, cheesy pizza with the melting cheese and tomato stuck to the bag. So I peeled off the paper off my pizza, but it was slippery and sticky and the pizza came off in soggy lumps that I scooped together and pushed into my mouth, blob by blob. But then there were dollops of pizza hiding in the corner of the bag, so I was holding the bag up to my face, tipping it into my mouth. I was drinking pizza and my fingers were running with dribbles of tomato and slops of spicy cheese all over my knuckles. So there I was, licking at my skin, but my fingers were trailing all over my chin. So off went my tongue round my face, hunting for drips of pizza. But a bit of paper bag had got into my mouth, so I was in there trying to get it out with the finger I was licking. It was diving into the slobber in my mouth and I was snuffling with my nose like I was breathing in pizza. It was then I noticed the woman opposite. She was watching me. She looked like she had never seen anything quite so horrible in all her life. Hot air. I like it when you go to those places where they have those hot air things to dry your hands. You press the silver button, the machine starts roaring, and hot air rushes out of a silver spout. You hold your hands under it, and the water just dries off your hand. Some of them, you can turn the spout and make it blow your hair about. If you turn the spout round, when your friends come in, they go to dry their hands and the hot air goes whoosh into their face. Whoosh! Warms your nose up, that does.
Now, it would be great if you subscribed. That is, you become a subscriber. Look out for the subscribe button. What happens, you see, is that I make new vids every few months, and then I post them up 1 a week for a while. So if you subscribe, you get to see the new ones just as they come hot off the press. Ew.